Welcome. Oh, Fee, I'm sorry. I fell asleep last night. It was a blessed day for us all. We celebrated Father's Day yesterday and visited the sick. We usually sing for the sick. Oh, film. Oh my goodness, why do you pronounce it as film or film? At first, I thought it sounded familiar, but I couldn't remember which word it was. I got something for you, V. It's a video. Oh, what is this? Is this a cat? Oh, cat. Ya ampun, so cute. Assalamualaikum. Selamat pagi. Id Mubarak semuanya. Selamat pagi, Faisal. Makasih ya. Id Mubarak untuk kamu. Makasih ya. What is Id Mubarak all about, by the way? Karena pengucapannya begitu, film. Lucu, aku suka. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Pagi Faisal. Celebration of Sacrifice. Selamat Hari Raya Idul Adha. Terima kasih untuk semua rasa yang kau berikan untukku. Kurban apa kamu hari ini, Faisal? Aku akan mengingatnya mulai sekarang. Iya, aku juga, Vi. Yeah, I've learned it in other group, but in your Quran, it's about Abraham sacrificing Ishmael. In our Bible, it's Abraham sacrificing Isaac. Ya, aku pernah menonton film tentang Nabi Ibrahim, dan naratornya bilang beliau mengorbankan Ishak. Aku protes ke layar, loh, kok Ishak? Ismail dong. Ternyata itu film dari sudut pandang Kristen. Well, the Bible and the Quran were written over different time periods. The Hebrew Bible was written over a long period with parts dating back to the 10th century BCE. The Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible, were likely canonized during the Babylonian exile in the 6th until 5th century BCE, and the entire Hebrew Bible was completed around 100 CE. The Quran, the Prophet Muhammad gradually revealed the Quran to scribes over a period of 23 years from 610 to 632 CE, the year of his death. Most modern scholars believe that the text was established between 650 and 656 CE by Uthman. In 2015, a manuscript of the Quran was discovered in Birmingham that is thought to be the oldest known version of the text. This is not just a film, V, but history tells. Zen, apakah kamu pernah membaca Injil versi naskah aslinya dalam bahasa Aram? Why have you? Karena itu naskah asli lah. Nope, it's not. The original version of Torah is in ancient Hebrew, V. Although Aramaic was one of the ancient languages, it is not the original language of Torah. Where this history was written at that time, Moses was not Aramaic, but was Hebrew. Enggak, aku ngomongin Injil bukan Taurat. But the Torah is in the Bible, V. It's the first 5 books in the Bible. Jadi itu kitab suci orang Yahudi dan Kristen dijadikan satu ya? You have it too. Actually, the Bible is just a compilation of 66 different books, and Torah is one. Jews are just you and us, they use it. Latihan mendengarkan. Tunggu sebentar, Mas. Lalu, Injil yang dari Nabi Isa di buku yang mana? The Book of the Prophets. Jews are just like you and us. They compile it in their book and use it for their spiritual living. You have it in your Quran. I mentioned the Torah earlier because it's where the Abraham's life is recorded. Since you know it means you also have it in your Quran. Latihan mendengarkan. Tunggu sebentar, Mas. Oh my god. Loh, Injil, Zen, ajaran utama Nabi Isa untuk menyembah satu Tuhan. Maksudnya apa? Oh, Quran adalah ringkasan dari Taurat, Zabur, dan Injil. Iya, beberapa informasi tentang nabi sebelumnya memang tercantum dalam Al-Quran, tapi beberapa cerita tidak sama karena kitab Samawi sebelumnya telah direvisi berkali-kali sehingga tidak ada versi aslinya saking banyak versinya. Jadi kami percaya kalau yang benar hanya kitab ringkasan yang terakhir inilah. Sempurna, Zen. The Gospel is actually the 4 books in the Bible about Jesus' life. The book of Isaiah is part of the books of the prophets and it's called the scriptures. I mean, it's not their book, it's not our book either, nor yours. The owner is the writer. We just used it guide us in life. Yeah. Oh, that's what you believe. But can a brief one be the truth? If it's only the briefing? Ada kesalahan. Oh, yang Matius, Markus, Lukas, dan Yohanes itu kan? Kenapa kamu menggunakan buku yang ditulis oleh manusia daripada mengikuti kitab suci yang diturunkan Tuhan? Summary. Ketika Tuhan menurunkan Taurat, Zabur, dan Injil kepada Musa, Daud, dan Isa, lalu ketika kitab itu diintervensi manusia, Tuhan menurunkan kitab terakhir kepada Muhammad berupa ringkasan kitab-kitab sebelumnya dan beberapa aturan baru sebagai pedoman bagi manusia seluruh alam. Hanya tanda baca dan huruf kapital. Iya, Vi, kamu tahu itu? Oh, they're holy books, Vi. Those people are inspired by God too. If you read and study the Bible, you'll be amazed at how unified it is from the first book to the last. Where did you get this? Iya, yang aku nggak tahu adalah kenapa kamu punya 4 versi Injil. Terinspirasi. Semua penulis bisa mengaku terinspirasi dari Tuhan. Kenapa kamu mengikuti mereka alih-alih mengikuti nabimu saja? Itu pengetahuan umum, semua orang tahu itulah. 4 versions? Actually, nowadays there are lots of versions of the Bible, but it's only simplified. The meaning is still the same. You know, from ancient Hebrew to English, and in English there are many kinds of simplifications, but same meaning. That's true, Vi. Anyone can simply claim that he is inspired by God. But I tell you, Vi, even I can discern who is telling the truth because God's Spirit confirmed it with mine. So no one can actually stray you if you have the real wisdom from God. No, I don't know it and not everyone believes it. Aku nggak yakin maknanya sama. Karena setiap dekade, Injil terus direvisi di sini. Dan setiap kali direvisi, katanya diubah. Paragrafnya diubah. Konteksnya diubah yang membuat ayat-ayatnya berubah secara perlahan. Dekade demi dekade, abad demi abad. Dan kalian bahkan tidak tahu versi mana yang benar. Jawab pertanyaanku, kenapa kamu mengikuti para penulis itu alih-alih Yesus saja? Rasanya begitu sih di sini. Well, for me though, I use the King James Version, which the very first translation from Hebrew to English. Kenapa bukan yang International Version? I'm following Jesus, not the writers, Faye. Those writers only write about Jesus. Jadi mereka terinspirasi oleh Tuhan atau oleh Yesus? Yeah, here too. Sometimes I read it. Masa? I use a Bible that has many versions and choose what's the closest to the original. They are one. Kalau kamu punya waktu luang, maukah kamu belajar bahasa Aram untuk memahami versi asli dari kitab sucimu? Jangan cuma baca terjemahan. Yeah, because mostly are Christians here. They itu mereka. Mereka itu jamak. Bagaimana mungkin jamak itu satu? Satu itu disebut tunggal. Di sini mayoritas orang Islam, jadi itu terasa seperti pengetahuan umum. I could try it if I see it same from the original version. But as I said, the original version of the Old Testament is ancient Hebrew, and our New Testament is in Greek. Yunani? Kok Yunani? Bukan bahasa Aram? You won't understand it. There are actually 3 in persons, but only one God. Bagaimana bisa? Ya, aku tahu. Aramaic is not the very first version. Bukankah Yesus lahir di Palestina? You won't understand it because you don't believe it. At first, God revealed himself as the Father, Yahweh, according to the need of the people. Then, when man sinned, God revealed himself as man in Jesus because that's what man needed, a savior. When Jesus went back up to heaven, he revealed himself through the Holy Spirit, which what we have now. Bahasa-bahasa Semit kan bahasa Ibrani, bahasa Aram, dan bahasa Arab yang berasal dari kaum-kaum di Timur Tengah. Sebentar, ketika Yesus berada di bumi, siapa yang mengatur alam semesta kalau Tuhan malah cuma menjelma manusia di satu tempat? Iya, there's Semitic, but only Hebrew was the original version of it. What do you mean, who managed the universe and took human form in one place? Sebenarnya aku pun kurang tahu tentang bahasa asli kitab terdahulu. Siapa yang mengatur alam semesta kalau Tuhan turun ke bumi, dan siapa yang disembah Yesus ketika dia di bumi? The Old Testament is ancient Hebrew. The New Testament is Greek, but maybe your Quran is Aramaic. Apa itu perjanjian lama? Apakah itu Taurat? Bahasa Arab lah, gimana sih? The Torah and the Prophets and the Songs and Proverbs. Apakah itu kitab orang Yahudi? Cause maybe Muhammad is Arabic. Arabian, yes. They use those books and you have them too, and we Christians have them too. Buku-buku apa? Their book, though, is not the same compilation as our book. Yeah, that's why the Torah and the Prophets, the Songs and the Prophets. Jadi, kenapa kitab asli Taurat merupakan bahasa Ibrani kalau Nabi Musa bukan orang Ibrani? He was a Hebrew. Kamu punya teman orang Yahudi nggak, Zen? Nope. I don't know any. Do you? Ya, Tuhan hanya berbicara pada nabi-nabinya dengan bahasa yang dipahami oleh nabi tersebut. Nabi Muhammad berbicara bahasa Arab, maka Quran juga bahasa Arab. Nabi Musa berbicara bahasa Ibrani, maka Taurat juga bahasa Ibrani. Aku punya sebenarnya orang Brazil, dia pernah di grup ini. Rafael namanya. Kau masih ingat dia? Actually, all of the books in the Old Testament are written in Hebrew because all of the writers are Hebrew. Siapa penulis-penulis itu, Zen? Oh, was she Jewish? The Prophets. Iya, tapi dia mau pindah ke agama Islam. Entahlah dia jadi pindah atau tidak. All of the Prophets. Kenapa kamu bilang penulis? Bilanglah nabi, jangan penulis. Wah, I didn't know that. Because they themselves wrote the books, so they were the writers too. Siapa nama nabi-nabi yang menulis buku-buku dalam kompilasi Alkitab itu? Well, the first 5 books, Genesis, Exodus, Numbers, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, were written by Moses. Even Job was written by Moses. Then there's Joshua, Ezra, Nehemiah, David, Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi. I don't know if I miss any. Apakah mereka semua nabi? David and Solomon were kings. Oh, Nabi Daud dan Nabi Sulaiman sih nabi dalam kepercayaan Islam. Ya, but they're both kings too. Iya benar, raja dan nabi. Iya, Fik. Ini kenapa tiba-tiba bahas agama sih? I don't know. I just ask about it. Oh iya ding. Now the rest of the participant got 1,000 messages. Dan mereka kebingungan karena percakapan kita lintas bahasa. Yeah, there's English, Indonesian, Hebrew, and Arabic. Semoga saja mereka mengerti. I hope too. Hanya bahasa Inggris dan bahasa Indonesia dong. Kan kita nggak bisa bahasa Arab dan bahasa Ibrani. The names are in Hebrew and Arabic. I wrote the Hebrew names and you wrote them in Arabic. Oh, iya. By the way, aku mengantuk sekarang. Enggak lah, itu tetap dalam bahasa Indonesia karena aku tidak menulis nama mereka seperti ini. Muhammad, Sulaiman, Daud, Musa, Isa. Siapa lagi tadi yang aku sebut? Raja Daud dan Sulaiman. Udah. Dan Nabi Isa dan Ibrahim. Raja itu tato ya. Raja itu king. Oh iya. Ibrahim. Tato? Iya, aku tahu, Vi. Kamu bilang tato Sulaiman. Oh my goodness, don't write it that way. Iya, itu bahasa Arab. I said King Solomon too. I don't know how to read. King itu raja. Tato itu raja. Really? Kamu kenapa suka banget huruf H? Kamu menulis hati pun hati. I thought it has an H. So close though. Close and closed are also almost similar, but they have different meanings. Ya, by the way. Lah, kok aku ikutan ngomong pakai bahasa Inggris sih? When are you going to give bonus lesson? Kamis. I wish you would tell. Do I have to wait that long? Iyalah. Oke, deng. I have to wait. Tapi aku suka peningkatanmu, Zen. Terasa sangat drastis. Kamu hampir selalu sempurna setiap hari pada pelajaran latihan mendengarkan. Not that fast, V, but I'm improving. Meskipun kamu malas berlatih dan selalu menulis pesan dalam bahasa Inggris. Hahaha, it's faster. Berlatihlah. Hah? Santai, Vi. Nah gitu dong bahasa Indonesia. Aku berlatih dengan membaca teksmu. Oh, jadi kamu hanya berlatih membaca, nggak berlatih menulis sekalian. Haha, itu lebih sulit untuk menulis. Ya namanya juga berlatih, memang sulit. Nanti lama-lama mudah. Iya benar. Tadi kamu bilang kalau kamu mengantuk kan? Tidurlah sayang. Iya, Vi. Selamat malam, Mama. Selamat malam sayang, tidur nyenyak, oke? Insya Allah. Sampai besok ya, Zen. Iya, terima kasih berlatih dengan aku. Sama-sama. Sampai besok. Assalamualaikum. Selamat sore dari Nigeria, Kano. Siapa the difference between sore and siang? Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Apa perbedaan antara sore dan siang? Siang itu afternoon, sore itu evening ya. Nah ini. Tunggu sebentar, Mas.